Here's how it really started. The night my whole life exploded right in front of 100 people, under those blinding chandeliers at Belladonna, the most expensive place in Chicago. Imagine this. It's supposed to be our 12-year anniversary dinner. Friends, business partners, even people I never wanted to see again, all dressed up, all pretending like my marriage was still perfect. My husband, Ethan, yeah, the big CEO everyone admires, stands up, fixes his tie like he's about to give a keynote, not drop a bomb. His mistress, that bold little red dress hurricane named Madison, she beats him to the punch, stands up, flashes her ring, and says clear as day, "Ethan and I are getting married." The world stopped spinning for a second. I just smiled. Not the way they expected. See, here's the thing. Nobody in that room had a clue what I was really capable of. Least of all Ethan. I guess I always knew there was something off. I'd catch Ethan glancing at Madison across the conference room, his smile just a little too friendly, his excuses a little too rehearsed. I played the role, sure. The supportive wife, the one who hosts the dinner parties, remembers everyone's birthday, always has a polite laugh ready for the board. But inside, I was cataloging every lie, every half-hearted apology, every just business honey that never really added up. It's like the more I kept my mouth shut, the more they thought I'd never notice. The dinner itself was surreal. Everyone's fake toasting, talking mergers and golf like nothing's about to change. Then Ethan gets up, makes this dramatic pause. Madison can't help herself. She stands, so tall and sure, and announces their big secret. The room freezes. Some poor soul across from me actually drops a spoon. Madison's smiling like she just won Miss America, and Ethan is sweating bullets, but trying to keep it cool. Me? I set my glass down and just watched. I didn't cry, didn't scream. I looked Ethan dead in the eye and gave him a smile I know he'll remember for the rest of his life. That's the moment he started to sweat for real. Let them think they'd broken me. Let them enjoy their victory lap. They had no idea what I was about to do. I left that dinner without a word. Not to Ethan, not to Madison, not even to the friends who looked at me like I was supposed to fall apart. I didn't go home. I went to the office. The real office, high above the city in a floor you can't even find on the elevator directory unless you know the code. My office, my company. I scanned my fingerprint, another secret Ethan never bothered to figure out, and walked into the room where I keep my real life locked away. My father, God rest his soul, was no fool. He built Kingsley Freight from nothing. When he passed, everyone assumed I'd marry well and stay out of business. But my dad? He left the company to me. Not on paper, not for the world to see. No, he made me the silent owner, hiding my name behind a maze of trusts and holding companies. He told me once, "If they don't see you coming, they'll never see you win." I listened. So when Ethan first showed up all those years ago, interviewing for Chief Operating Officer, he had no clue I was the one pulling the strings. He thought he charmed his way up the ladder. Truth is, I funded every step, and I let him believe every word of his own hype. That night, I sat in my chair, opened the safe behind the painting, and pulled out the deed. Proof that Kingsley Freight was mine, every last share. I took photos, sent them to my attorney, Raymond. The message was simple. Activate Phase 2, Monday, boardroom. I spent the rest of the night rewriting the company's next big presentation, the one Ethan planned to use to gut the senior staff and announce his big, bold new direction. I changed the speaker to Interim CEO Olivia Kingsley. My name, my move, Next morning, I walked into that building like I owned it. Because I did. There's a protocol, something my dad and I called Athena, a safety net in case anyone ever tried to screw me out of what was mine. Fingerprint, face scan, passcode. Ethan couldn't even get past reception. By 9 a.m., his access was cut off. My assistant, Jenna, walked in with a tablet. Ethan just tried logging in from the West Side office. Denied. I just nodded. But this wasn't just about humiliation. This was about justice. I'd been watching the numbers for months, and I knew Madison's division was hiding something. Kickbacks, fake contracts, the works. I gathered everything. Emails, audio recordings, signatures, wire transfers. Put it all in a red folder and handed it to Raymond. Give these to the board, in person, no email. Ethan blew up my phone all day. Messages, voicemails, pathetic little pleas. You're blowing this out of proportion. We can fix this. Madison tried too. Sent me a text. You were just the wife. I'm the future. I laughed, forwarded it to Raymond with a note. File this for later. Then came the board meeting. Ethan, all swagger and fake charm, walks in ready to announce his grand plan, only to find me sitting at the head of the table with red folders at every seat. He goes pale. The CFO says, Mrs. Kingsley called this meeting. She has the floor. Ethan tries to bluff his way through, calls it a coup. I don't even bother replying. I tell the board to open their folders to page 13. Silence. Just the sound of pages turning and Ethan's breathing getting heavier. When it's done, I stand and say, I recommend an immediate audit. I'll be acting as CEO until further notice. Then I walk out. Ethan looks like he's just been told the ground isn't real. That wasn't even the end. 3 weeks later, it's the annual shareholders meeting. Hundreds of people, cameras, press. Ethan's portrait, the young visionary, used to hang in the lobby. Gone now. He tries to put on a brave face, talking up the company's future, spinning numbers. I wait. When he's done, I take the stage. My name is Olivia Kingsley, I say, owner of 64% of this company, every share, every vote. Dead silence. Ethan starts to sputter, demanding proof. I cue the projector. On screen, the whole company's legal structure, all the names, all the power, pointing straight to me. I look at the board and say, Ethan has been acting outside his authority for years. Every major decision he's made without my signature is null and void, including his little arrangement with Madison. I see some faces go red. Others just look at Ethan like he's a ghost. I don't let up. I show the proof of Madison's fraud, emails, audio, contracts. I make it clear. From this moment, Ethan is suspended, Madison is terminated, and we're beginning a full audit. I don't yell. I don't gloat. I just lay out the facts, cold as stone. That afternoon, security escorts Ethan out of Kingsley Freight headquarters. His keycards don't work. The car, the penthouse, the credit cards, all company property, all locked down. Madison? Blacklisted from every major shipping company in the Midwest before she even gets a chance to clear out her desk. The rumors fly fast. Turns out, no one likes siding with a traitor when the smoke clears. I walk through the lobby. Employees who used to gossip about me behind my back can't even look me in the eye. Some nod. Some just pretend I'm not there. I don't care. I'm not there for them. I'm there for me, for my dad, for every woman who's ever been told to sit down and be quiet. My first act as CEO? Announce a merger with our biggest rival, the very deal Ethan blocked for years, just to feed his ego. I sign it in my name, not his. There's a press conference, but I barely notice the cameras. I'm too busy watching the doors, making sure the old guard knows they're out. You want the truth? I didn't do all this for revenge. Not really. I did it because I deserved better. My family deserved better. And I was tired of waiting for someone else to do the right thing. So here I am, standing in the same building where they once treated me like a shadow, now the only name that matters. Funny how quickly things change. And you tell me, was it justice or just payback?